No. No.
Good night, Fiddle.
Rosanna dress versus Rosanna swimsuit, which better? Yes. I'm not gonna pick between my wife's outfits. But yeah, I just wanted to share that since we are Gordon fans on this channel. And if you did not know, now you know. We are Gordon fans on this channel. I thought Dee was your wife. Listen, I said it multiple times throughout that event. Rosanna was my wife first before I knew anything about Dee.
Him?
Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege safe house. 10 fingers? Oh my god, that's crazy.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry I missed like your entire event. Kay stares down with sunken eyes at the sentenced targets brought in earlier.
Oh. Oh no.
2 men and 1 woman have their arms and legs tightly bound and tape sealed over their mouths.
Oh.
Scattered around them are various samples of a drug prevalent in the Ark referred to as mist.
I'm getting okay. Okay. I love the follow-up. Continue.
Kay peels the tape off one of the man's mouth. Ooh. Please, don't kill me. There must be some kind of misunderstanding.
Did she kill him?
As the man's body hits the floor, it is accompanied by the clink of a shell casing landing. Oh, Kay! Kay, what have you been up to? Oh,
Whoa.
no! Kay removes the tape from the other man's mouth. Oh, no! So, this is how it ends? Getting used and then tossed to the wolves? You don't have a clue, do you? The judges and Perilous Siege are way worse than us. This statement causes Kay, who is aiming her weapon at the man's head, to pause. At least we're honest about being dishonest. But oh no, not you. You prattle on about justice as if there's anything righteous about this dirty work. Oh, God. The bullet grazes the man's cheek, interrupting his seething tirade. Shut up. Get it over with, will you? Just kill me already. Oh. Oh. Another casing drops. Oh, what do you think was gonna happen? The man collapses, his face frozen in contorted rage.
Oh, jeez.
Kay looks down at the growing pool of blood with dead eyes. No. The remaining woman, who is still tied up, watches with terror in her eyes. After glancing her way, Kay pulls out a phone and dials a number. Before there is even a ring, the line connects with a click. Report. A request for stay of execution. Stand by. Denied. Oh. Execute immediately. Oh. And if I refuse? Murmured voices can be heard on the other end. A voice different from the previously monotonous tone is now coming from the phone. It is the voice of an elderly person. Hey, are you listening? X. That's right. I believe this is the first time you've heard my voice. And yet, you still recognize me? That's because you're the only one of the upper strata who still seems human. I'll take that as a compliment. However, I believe we have a misunderstanding to clear up. This is not how my grandma sounds like. Either of them. The man's voice immediately drops all pretense of warmth and shifts to a cold and emotionless tone. Kay can feel the hairs on her body stand on end. The judges are a committee. Everyone has an equal say, and therefore, all decisions are impartial. However, the letters in our code names also stand for something. To borrow the terminology you just used, one could say we're divided into the upper and lower strata, yes. So tell me, what do you think that means? Remember what your name stands for. Accept the consequences of the choice you made. I'm waiting for a response. For the sake of a righteous judgment. Oh, not the dial tone. Oh. The call disconnects. Kay grips the phone tightly and clenches her jaw. Having overheard the call, a look of resignation washes over the woman sitting in front of Kay. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege, safe house. There's the sound of a single gunshot. Oh, the imagery is so good. Then, the echo of a shell casing rolling on the floor. Hi. Then, several more shots. Ay, ay, ay. Sheesh. Wait, run that back. Hold on, wait. That was cool. I love that. That was so cool. Woo! Time left, 8 hours and 41 minutes. Thorned crown. It's always painful to accept the truth. I'm so curious to find out what Kay's been up to. The fact that she's been messing around with Mist is fascinating enough. But I'm curious to see if she's just been like dropping all these bodies while being out. Shattered scale. Righteous lies and false righteousness. Stop. This. Okay, I have goosebumps, not gonna lie. I have goosebumps because I already was like, the fact that Kill the Lord had the like regular crown and this one has the thorn crown, and that Kill the Lord had the scales and this one has the shattered scale. Like, ooh, Kay, what have you been up to? Oh no, girlie. Oh no. Righteous lies and false righteousness. Like, yeah, I'm obsessed with the contrast, because it's like, while Dee's been pursuing her thing, what is Kay been up to? What has she found out, you know? Like, ooh.
It's only natural that you would need my help in times like this.
I love you.
Leave it to me.
Is it a bet? Then count me in.
Roger.
Are we gonna go play a game? Sounds fun.
Where are the bunnies here? One of these things is... Two of these things are not quite like the others. What are the bunnies doing here? Ruff. Because baseball... I know baseball's a thing going on, but like... the contrast. So like... I know you're having like these moral dilemma, but like baseball. I will forget to read the blah blah if it's not mentioned, but I'll probably remember at some point off stream if I do forget. It's that peculiar time of day when the weariness of a full and busy day is intermingled with the satisfaction of having spent your time well. Here is the breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading the ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict. Things out there are getting grim. I love the contrast of like the usual regular,
Oh, I hope I get to spend my day, you know,
at peace, blah, 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 daytime with the silly music. And this one, no music. Nighttime commander. Grim news. Like, ooh, ooh. I absent-mindedly watch the TV for a while, then get up to take a shower. 3 for 3. However, I sense that someone is already in the bathroom. Okay, Commander, look at you. Look at you sensing someone before even opening the door. Damn. How we've grown. In the past, this would have caused me to panic. But that was then, and this is now. You know what? That's what we said before we opened the shower to Mustang, and then you know what happened. So I don't believe you for a damn second, Commander. I smile and open the door. Oh, hi. Stop! I can't even like fully enjoy this because is that blood on her? Yay! Also, someone's actually showering in our bathroom? What? Yeah, no, like it's the sad bath. Like I can't even be like hype about it cuz like she's cleaning off blood right now. Yay! No! Huh? Using the bathroom as intended? Who does that? I wanted to borrow your shower for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair soon enough. Kay's voice seems dispirited, and I can see bloodstains on her face. Oh. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I rush over to check on her. Ugh, take it easy. That hurts. Oh. I'm not sensing Kay's usual abrasive energy. I also, from like a shift up standpoint, I do find it a little funny how the event that finally gets Kay out of NPC jail starts with the shower bathtub shot. Like, so I heard y'all wanted her out of NPC jail. Here you go. Here's a shot of her in the bathtub. Like, that's very shift up of you. That's extremely shift up of you. First things first, let's tend to these injuries. As an empath, I'm sensing something's wrong with Kay. I mean, she's not yelling or anything at us. And how do you intend on doing that? I was gonna call Mary or Pepper and notify the entire world about Perilous Siege and what we do. Ooh, that's a point. Don't worry about me. I'm not badly hurt. I just need to stay here for a minute. And then I'll be fine. Kay! Oh. Kay's eyes close as she slumps over, and I rush over to catch her before she falls. Let me get you into the other room. I try to lift her. But she's unexpectedly heavy. I was about to say. I know Nikke's aren't like the lightest thing, but like Commander having trouble lifting one of them? Hello? Careful. I'm on a mission of great consequence. They outfit us with special bodies for such missions. They're completely different from those you pick up without a care. When you're out gallivanting with your Nikke girlfriends. What was that y'all were talking about? Lifting Rappi and who knows else? K knows we're manho. I think everybody knows. The entire outpost and the Ark knows. K curls up inside the tub. Leave me be. I'll feel better soon, and then I'll be gone. I'm sorry for making a mess of your bathroom. Oh. What are you doing? I'm gonna stay here until you feel better. Kay stares blankly as I sit next to the tub. Whatever. Do as you please. After responding bluntly, she slowly closes her eyes. Oh, what the heck? What's going on? Poor Kay.
I will knock them all down.
Hello? Wait, I have a new skin. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute with her ponytail. Moran knocking them all down. You made it very, very known.
Did you see me out there? I did great.
I was too busy looking at my bunny girl's new skin, but I promise to look at you next time. Promise. A while later, Kay has managed to clean herself up. I then summon up every last ounce of strength I have and attempt to help move her. Phew. Are you okay? Sounds like you're the one who needs to lie down, not me. Okay, but so that means we did it. That means we really locked in to the Superman strength and carried her this time. I'm fine. Just gotta catch my breath. Fine. We're like, give me a minute. After giving a perfunctory response, Kay turns her back to me. The fact that he's also not completely out of breath either, since he can still talk, that's true. That's very true. Yes? I think I've lost my memory. What do you mean? Not quite the same as Arcana. So not only do we have a arcane archive prereq, but there's a dirty backyard prereq. Like, this realm of events actually connecting to each other is so fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's not all gone, but there are bits and pieces missing. On top of that, I have no recollection whatsoever of the past week. The last thing I remember is formulating a plan to collect intel for a top-level mission. The next thing I knew, I woke up inside the safe house, and everything in between is a blank. Do you remember how you got your injuries? Not a clue. I wonder if her brain is pulling a neon right now. They don't appear to be severe, and certainly don't inhibit my movements. Like Kay said, the injuries do appear only to be surface level cuts and scrapes. It's hard to explain. It's like my body is refusing to move. At any rate, that's the situation. I also can't get in touch with any of the upper strata or D. Do you think it could be? I doubt it. If they wanted me dead, I wouldn't be here right now. The judges aren't nearly that sloppy. So, what does it mean? Probably just one of those things. Something the judges consider perfectly normal. You don't seem so certain. Do you really believe that? What other choice do I have? Throw my hands up and wait for things to unfold? I've got to proceed like the usual. Wrap things up, leave no loose ends, and deal with any aftermath if and when it comes. Is that how you usually operate? Yes. Oh. Perhaps feeling a bit more energized from our conversation, Kay sits up on the bed. Speaking of which, heading back to work? You catch on quick. I guess humans are intuitive creatures after all. Yeah, but I'm not so sure I want to get used to what's going on here. Oh. Who is it? Take a guess. Just a moment. Arcana! Tell her to come in. She already knows everything. All right. Come in. Hello? Arcana walks in with a beaming smile, then promptly spins around upon seeing Kate. You two go ahead and have fun. Oh my gosh. Hello? Wait, is she still? Is Kay like straight from the bathtub right now? It's fine. Come on in. Sorry, but I kinda hoped it'd be just the two of us being intimate, whispering sweet nothings to each other and all that stuff. Hello? It's not what you think. Like, I feel like she might low-key be in her towel. After a while, Arcana finally calms down and explains why she came. There was a break-in at the library? The Forbidden Library, to be precise. Doesn't she get like her mind wipes at the end of the day? How's she remembering this stuff at night? My room isn't the only entrance into that place, you see. Normally, they're tightly sealed, but... Arcana shows us a picture of a metal door that's been split open like a sheet of paper. One of them ended up like this. You call that a break-in? I know. The word barely does it justice. Justice? The other thing is that the alarm never went off. Only her work info. I only discovered it when I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, when I was making my rounds. Is K just like really short? Kay and I exchange a silent glance. Let's go. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. A break-in at the Forbidden Library and the memories of a perilous siege member mysteriously vanishing? Arcana seems tall. I'm trying to figure out which one it is, because I didn't feel like she was that tall in her event. Or is this a case of like one is a little bit on the tall side and one's a little bit on the short side, and together it's just a bigger difference? There's no way it's all a coincidence. Did you say you lost your memory? I've got a great method that works for me whenever my memory gets wiped. If you want, I could keep it to yourself. Oh, okay. Oh no. Like Siren and Morty? I don't think that's a good comparison, because I think Morty, yeah, is actually really short, and Siren is like, if I remember correctly, Siren's like the tallest one from Old Tales. Let's head to the library. She just wanted to help. Why she got a dog on Arcana like that?
Let's go, guys.
She just wanted to do whatever she could to help. Oh my goodness.
Don't give up, everyone!
I want her skin so bad.
Who's next?
I also need to get the bunny skin for the other bunny.
Mission complete.
Did I finish my Pocky? Arcana takes us to the scene of the crime. A bulky iron door, thicker than my body, has been torn apart like a piece of cloth. Is this passage normally unused? I personally don't use it, no. But others do? During emergencies, yes. Arcana glances over at Kay, who is examining the door. You mean... Yes. This passage is occasionally used by members of Perilous Siege. It's connected to the path that I usually take. Neither I nor anyone else uses it often. So we employ additional security measures to keep an eye on it. Did you report it? Yes, as soon as I saw it. But for some reason, I haven't received any response yet. I started wondering what I should do, and then I figured that since you're connected with this place as well... That was smart of you. I'll ask the higher-ups myself. Wait. I suddenly remember Kay mentioning how she was unable to reach D. Ooh. No answer. From D, you mean? She's probably on a mission. She's always hard to get a hold of. I knew it. Really? She always answers my calls. No. Don't tell her that, Commander. Don't let her know that. Maybe she's more proactive about answering calls from her husband. Uh-oh. I don't think that's it. I think it is, Commander. Anyway, let's go inside. Inside? Whoever did this didn't do it because they were bored. They were looking for something. That's true, but... Is there anything missing from the archive? I checked the highly classified materials first. And luckily, nothing is missing from those. I didn't have time to look at the other materials. Then we can look together. Good idea. If we figure out what's gone missing or what's been damaged, that might clue us in as to who the intruder was. Arcana still on about that? I feel like anybody would be, to be fair. Like, wife is a pretty lofty role. Kay pushes the iron door further open for us to go in. Let's go. The passage eventually intersects with the corridor leading to Arcana's room. Upon arriving at the Forbidden Library's reading room, we commence our search. Not long after that, well, that was less hassle than I thought it'd be. This room holds the documents that are one level below the most highly classified materials. I've already checked them. I see a wooden door which resembles the one I saw before, leading to the room where the Goddess Squad records were housed. I said it all. I said it already once. I'll say it again. The actual interconnectedness of these events is such a delight. At least when you actually know the previous events. On it, there is a sign that reads S1452, along with the crude lock. It's open. You're right. The faint, musty scent of old books wafts through the crack of the open door. What kind of records are kept here? That's where the records pertaining to Perilous Siege are stored. What? Ooh. Let's go inside. Does she have one of these for all of the squads? Inside, the room is in complete disarray. Oh my gosh! Those wicked thieves! They made a complete mess of the place. Arcana hastily begins picking up the books scattered on the floor. Forget about those for now. More importantly, it looks to me like some of the books are missing. What? Just as Kay said, some sections of the shelves are noticeably empty. Do you have any idea what those missing books were about, Arcana? Well, the records here are usually redacted before they get to us. They are? I told you before. The higher-ups censor them. Oh. But I still remember some of the titles. Let me see. Arcana examines the gaps in the shelves. Looks like they're mission records for 2 members of Perilous Siege. 2? As in more than 2? So, the Forbidden Library was broken into, and records related to Perilous Siege have gone missing. Meanwhile, Kay has been injured and lost her memory, and Dee is completely MIA. This isn't good. This might go deeper than we initially thought.
Godzilla?
What was that? Is there some kind of construction going on? I heard they were expanding the Forbidden Library. Yeah, but that's not set to start for a while. I sounded like footprints, let's check it out. We hurry out of the room to follow the continuous thudding sound. Hello? Whose clompers are those? And before A is announced as a 3rd member.
Let's go, guys.
The fact that she said 2 of the members, I'm like,
This isn't easy.
is there more than 2?
A bunny girl
Or is
never
Perilous
loses.
Siege like there's been multiple, but always 2 at a time kind of
I may
situation.
look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
I had to process what she just said. Okay, Blanc. What is that? As we run, the noise continues. When we arrive at the main reading room of the Arc Library, we find what seems to be the source of the noise. I adore her. Oh, what? I'll let her explain. I'll let her explain. Oh, what are you doing up here? Who's making that noise? Oh, geez. Sorry about that. Moran is desperately trying to straighten the bookshelves, which have fallen over like dominoes. Wait, was that like the sound of the freaking shelves falling? What are you doing up here, ma'am? Oh, man. How am I gonna clean all this up? What did you do to drop entire shelves? Moran? Cadet. Are you here to help me? How thoughtful of you. Gosh, I adore her. What's going on with your outfit? What's wrong with her outfit? What are you doing here? Oh. Okay, wait. I do want to know what she has to say about her outfit. Not gonna lie. My outfit? Moran looks down at her clothes. What about it? I've never seen you wear that before. Oh, what I usually wear is the Peony Association's traditional garb, but this is just casual wear. I don't deserve to wear. Stop! No! No! Not the sad backstory for the cute casual wear! Moran! I don't deserve to wear the Peony Association's uniform now. That's so messed up. No! No! The dirty backyard hurts. The fact that the effects of it lingers for many events to come. I thought it was just her cute outfit that she just wanted to wear because it was cute and casual and like, I don't deserve to wear my usual clothes. Anyway. For this research that I'm doing, it's important that people don't know that I'm from the Peony Association. What kind of research would necessitate... Oh. What else? Sixo. I thought she was gonna say dinosaurs. Have you made any progress? Oh. Moran pulls out an envelope from her pocket. What's this? Mist.
Oh. Oh.
This is the room I used to slack.
This is the room I use for brief talks. Make yourselves comfortable.
Ma'am. Arcana leads us to a small room connected to the librarian's desk, whereupon Moran, K, and I all sit down. Nah, I think K's just short. You said your name was K? Does Perilous Siege have an interest in this as well? That's none of your business. Then I won't share any information with you either. Cadet, let's talk in private. More like Moran is just super tall, but that's what y'all said about Arcana. Like, yes, they could both be tall, but like I'm starting to believe that K is just a little short. Moran stands up. Sit down. Don't tell me what to do. You little. Both of you, calm down. Didn't Rosanna mention something before about Underworld Queen and Perilous Siege not getting along? Why would we get along with scum like them? Ooh! They say they punish evildoers, but everyone in the underworld knows the truth. The only people who get a bullet to the head are those who get in the way. We punish those who do wrong and make them pay the price. Yeah, but like according to who? That is the only path to true justice. Don't talk to me about justice. What you do is the furthest thing from just enough, both of you. Ooh! I already had like the little tickle in my brain from how Rosanna was treating Dee, but having Moran also treat her like that is like, Rikes, ruh-roh, ooh, what's going on with the judges and this sense of quote-unquote justice? Although, I hope for their sake it's not like too messed up. If the judges are like, if the people they report to are messed up, corrupt, or whatever, I hope it's not too messed up. I feel like that would mess up K and D. Ooh. Moran, can you tell us what you found? We're in a bit of a tough situation now, and any information you have could be helpful. Fine, I'll tell you, but only because you're the one asking. Moran sits back down and pulls out a small notebook. According to a recent lead, I found out that mist is being distributed again in the Ark. I did everything I could to track down the suppliers, but it was like they vanished into thin air. Huh? I'm telling the truth. I hid myself out of sight and waited for them all to head into their hideout. Once they were inside, I raided the place immediately. But when I did, no one was there. Could there have been a secret passage of some kind? You got sticky notes like
I feel though.
Good for her. I checked for that too. I ran over that place with a fine-tooth comb and smashed everything, but didn't churn up anything. Could it be... Here is today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading the ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict.
Oh my gosh, I heard of y'all on the news. Was that you?
So, that was you. Huh? What was that? Nothing. So, you came to the library to investigate further? No. I ended up apprehending the criminals. They had some mist on them. What? But I don't know what happened. I was chasing after 3 people, 2 men and a woman. The 2 men disappeared, although I have no idea where, and only the woman was left. Wait. Kay, who had been listening silently until that point, interrupts Moran. 2 men and 1 woman, you said? Yeah. Do you know something? Kay clutches her head. Kay? What's wrong? Are you hurt? I didn't know Perilous Siege had feelings. Moran! Don't worry about it. Just tell me more about the 3 people you were tracking. You said there's only 1 woman left? You know Moran meant that sincerely. She did. She did. Her face showed genuine confusion. Yeah. But something bad must have happened to her. She was totally out of it. She kept rambling and saying someone killed her friends. Then what the heck were all those other shots if Kay let her go? I was barely able to get a coherent sentence out of her, but finally managed to get a rough description of who killed them. I wrote it down and came to the library to find more information. Why the library? I'm sure the library has that kind of information. I'm not so sure about that. She gets an A for effort. She gets an A for effort. She's trying her best right now, and all I can do is be proud of her. What? I thought you could find anything you needed at a library. She gets an A and 2 gold stars. She gets all the gold stars. Moran! Anyway, now that I met up with you guys, it doesn't matter. Should I just tell you the description? Please. Ahem. Moran clears her throat and flips through her notebook. Stop! I know she looks absolutely adorable doing this. I'm so sad for why she's out of her normal clothes now that I know the reason. But like, the undercover research Moran is just so cute. A female with long black hair. It wasn't possible to ascertain whether she was human or NIKKE. Not much to go on. Exactly. Even amongst our small group, you and I already matched that description. I was about to say it. Is that it? Of course not. Next, she had a gun with spikes. Oh. A kind of pistol, or maybe a submachine gun. A gun, in any case. Oh. Don't look at me like that. There are lots of other guns with spikes out there. Is there any more? Keep going. That's all I got from her. I could just imagine the commander just slowly looking towards her. Ma'am? Figures. Oh, wait. There was one more thing. I just forgot to write it down. Apparently, the woman was talking to someone on the phone and said something about refusing to carry out an execution and then accepting a choice. A whole bunch of ominous stuff like that. Then something about a righteous judgment and, some other stuff. Ah! What did you say? The way, like, as she kept talking, the hole just kept getting dug deeper and deeper. Kay grabs Moran's shoulders and glares at her. What did you just say? What's gotten into you? Moran, can we talk with that woman now? Sure. I told her to go lie down for a while. I can go wake her up. Let's go. Quickly. Lead the way. Okay. Oh, jeez. Damn. What in the hell is going on? Oh, man. According to the Wikipedia, there's only one. I was about to say, is there any other gun with spikes? Because that's the only
I'm
one
not
I
scared,
know.
So long as Noir is here with me.
Then again, I don't really have a lot of their guns memorized, to be fair.
That was lucky. Getting ready.
She's so cool. Imagine Shorty K singing as she holds Paul Moran's shoulders. Moran takes us to the point near where the outer rim and arc are partitioned. This is it. Oh. No bird noises? I ring the doorbell and wait for a moment, but there's no sign of anyone inside.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
I ring the bell a second time, but nothing happens. Could she have left and gone somewhere? Step aside for a moment. Why? That woman was in no state to go anywhere. That tells me. Huh. I thought your brain was a useless lump, but you're pretty sharp. Guess Underworld Queen isn't so bad for a bunch of lousy chumps. Technically, Power also has some spikes on her weapon, but she's definitely not count. Yeah. Power is cool, but I don't think she counts. No. Wow. I had no idea you were capable of complimenting someone. Maybe you're a better person than I thought. Oh, precious, precious Moran. You stay here and look after Cadet. I'll go inside. Moran easily breaks down the flimsy door and steps inside. I feel like going from having D as her usual partner to having Moran is a whole treat. A whole treat for Kay. Like,
Well, you find this one too serious. So how about this one?
Moran easily breaks down the flimsy door and steps inside. Soon after, we've got a small problem, Cadet. Come inside. Damn. All right. Lingering inside the room is a scent I've smelled a few times before. The pungent, metallic scent of blood. A few times? Just a few? Not only that. She's dead. The body of a woman lies on the floor. I was holding myself back earlier because it's you. But this changes things. Now I've gotten involved in this. What in the world is going on? I'm sorry. I didn't know when was the right time to fill you in. I begin to explain everything to Moran. From Kay losing her memory to the Forbidden Library being infiltrated. Half of those multiple times gotta be himself. Honestly, yeah. Like, who else would we like get the smell of regular blood from a lot?
Me. My tummy. Right here.
All the while, Kay silently examines the dead woman's body with sunken eyes. I had no idea it was this serious. I'm sorry for getting you mixed up in this. Now, wait. Just a minute. Let me think. Huh? Moran closes her eyes for a few moments, then reopens them. Fine. I'll help. Are you sure? What about Sixo? It's okay. I've hit a wall with that anyway. Once I finish helping you and Kay, you two can return the favor and lend me a hand. Okay. Thanks, Moran. I really hope the fact that the Sixo situation continuously getting pushed back and not like immediately dealt with in these events means that, again, like the conclusion of it, whatever happens with it, is going into the campaign. Like that, I do not want her climax and craziness happening in the events. Okay, thanks, Moran. Why not? Because people don't always do the events. And I feel like Sixo's so crazy of a plotline / character that to those who skip around events, and especially unvoiced events, that they do it, that it gets handled in campaign so that they can see it. That's why. Like, the fact that I've heard multiple times that people don't really pay as much attention to unvoiced events. Like, it just, we already know that there's so much good lore in like the events, but again, I feel like Sixo is such a situation, or like a mess of a situation, that I wanna see her explode in the campaign. I wonder if more people do events or do the far later NIKKE chapters. I don't know. Because I know people do get like hard blocked in campaign to like prevent them from it. But again, at least campaign is like voiced. And like the hard block isn't from like lack of trying. Versus campaign, or like versus like events, they will just skip through if it's not voiced. But there are voiced events. Yeah, sure. I assume that you were talking about all of the non-voiced events though, which none of the Sixo related ones have been voiced. Would you settle for a voiced two-parter event for Sixo? I'd take that. Because people at least pay more attention to voiced events. Like, I just want more people to know about the crazy plotline that is Sixo. And if doing it in like a voiced two-parter would get them to pay attention, then like that's fine with me. No need to thank me. What are friends for? I will say, if there's any reason that like I personally would also, because the reason why I would want it in campaign is just so that more people like see it. But then on a personal preference, I wouldn't mind a two-parter voiced or like it getting handled in the events, just because 6-0 is such a dark written narrative whenever she's involved. And at least so far from what I've seen in campaign and like the events, like they don't venture quite as hard as they do in the events. Like I could see them toning down some of 6-0's potential story in the campaign versus if they like kept it into the events. Are you two done? I just can't wait for 6-0 to get stomped on. I mean, I wonder if she would, is the thing. Like, 6-0 is kind of like Crow in the regard of like, people want her punished as she should be, but the potential information, connections, blah, blah, blah that she has would probably keep her around as like a, she's not going anywhere kind of thing, like a mutual agreement kind of thing. As much as you want to punish her, I could also see it to where you're like, damn, we need her. Arc-based villains haven't gotten a lot of justice so far. Yeah, no, because they're, again, getting rid of them and like the potential information that they have. And with 6-0, it's not just a matter of information, but like her connections and everything. Like, yeah. Can you imagine if they try to push a Crow redemption arc where they pit her against 6-0? I could see them working together more than I can see them going against each other, not gonna lie. I hate to break up the love fest, but perhaps you could spare a moment to look at this? Sorry, I'm finished. What is it? Look at this. K points to a wound where the blood is slowly congealing. Does this wound bring anything to mind? While I haven't seen many corpses in my lifetime, this injury does seem familiar. I like that comment where it's like Commander spends so much of his time fighting raptures on the surface and dealing like with NIKKEs and blah blah blah, that his actual like human interactions are very little. It's a gash, one which seems to have been caused by a knife or some type of heavy blade. Like an axe, for example. K let her go and then D finished the job? Question mark. Oh. You saw plenty of corpses after what Uni did. I know, it's like there have been occasions where like he would be surrounded by like a whole bunch of dead bodies, like human bodies. But they really downplay it. Like, I haven't seen that many corpses in my lifetime. What the hell do you mean? Like, did you neon your own memory? Like, they downplay what happened during the Ark invasion in some ways in this game. Like a crazy amount. TBH, he probably did. I feel like he did, not gonna lie. No way. Just then, footsteps echo behind us.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the fact that she's in her assassin uniform. D. Did you do this?
Uh-oh.
D doesn't answer and continues walking towards me. Ayo, I just got here. Hold on a minute. Why don't we keep our distance and talk this through? Sensing the tension, Moran steps in front of me, but... Take this. D hands me a phone and steps back. I was about to say, I haven't done anything. A phone? Why would you...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Answer it. It's stuff like this that makes it rough that the invasion arc really is just a massive bomb in the middle of the MSQ that they can't talk about unless it's a directly derived story. Well, you know what? The fact that Arcane Archive is confirmed to be post-invasion arc, and this event is basically confirmed to be post-Arcane, like, archive, pretty much puts at least, like, the timeline of this being post-invasion arc as well. As soon as I press the button, a cold and inorganic voice emerges from the speaker.
Uh-oh.
Who is this? Who the hell is 7? I didn't even know y'all did numbers. What the heck? When did we leave the alphabet? 7. Seven. The judges. D. Return to your mission. D bites her lip and briefly glances over at K as she heads out of the room.
Oh no.
At the doorway, she stops short and stands beside me. Please help her. Oh no, what do you know, D? What do you know? I have a mission for you. It's something you're already quite familiar with, so no explanation will be necessary. Wait, before that, I'm not taking questions. Excuse me, the hell you are. Justice has no place for it. That is the most contradictory line I've ever heard. What the hell do you mean justice has no place for questions? I feel like that's a perfect place for questions. What? We judges pass judgment. We embody justice. We are justice itself. That sounds like a little bit of a god complex you got there. I don't know about that. You must follow and respect this. You are the Ark's salvation. Oh. And humanity's as well. Listen, if y'all are looking for a new savior, I do not volunteer. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You must become an infallible, unwavering symbol of righteousness. Okay, but again, that doesn't make sense if you're saying that no questions are allowed in this entire thing. Like, what is your definition of righteousness, Seven? All of your past verdicts were the foundation. Infallible means unable to do wrong. I know the definition of the word. I just didn't know how to effing say it. Those made in the future will be the harvest. And this judgment will be the turning point. This is some chapter 10 to 11 Laplace levels of justice brained. Yeah, no, I did not care for Laplace when she was like, all justice. It wasn't until she proved to back up her beliefs and stuff that I was like, all right, okay. I like her a lot. But when she was like super hyper fixated on this vague concept of quote unquote justice, what does that mean? Like, that doesn't mean anything. A watershed moment, an inflection point, a divergence. In chapter 18, no, she had her hero moment before that, when she was like willing to shoot herself. The moment in which you realize the true meaning of justice. So make your judgment. Deny all falsehoods. What? Eradicate evil. Okay, but who gets to decide any of this? Because I don't trust y'all. Uphold justice. This is weird. I don't like this. That is your role and your duty. Says who? I don't even know what you look like. I don't like this whole following orders from people on the phone that I've never seen. It is your destiny. The voice brims with more than mere conviction. It seethes with madness. Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation that this person sounds a little crazy. I don't like following orders. I may have a bad news about your career choice. Did you just choose to ignore the second part of my sentence? I don't like following orders from people over the phone that I've never seen in person. Like, okay, faceless voice telling me that I need to, okay, no, I'm not doing crap. I only now realize that I haven't moved this entire time, and it's only with considerable effort that I can open my mouth to speak. The commander was in shock and awe. Who is the target this time? Who do you want me to pass judgment on? In response to my question, Seven lets out a sigh that seems both regretful yet also self-satisfied. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, I dislike that so much because I could picture it so clearly on what that looks like. And oh, I don't like that at all. Whoever this Seven is can literally hang up the phone. The target this time? Seven indicates the target is me. What the? Excuse me? Are you sure this is the right way? Kay does not respond to Moran's question. Hey, I said, is this the right way? Most likely, yes. I have a rough idea of where the safe house is, so I'll take the lead. All right. Like if Johan or Anderson told Vidya to fall on her own sword, yeah, she'd do it in a heartbeat. But not for a rando yammering on about justice. I mean, I would preferably try to, you know, maybe get a different. Can we come to like a different situation? Like I feel like that would kind of hurt. You know, is there a third option? Watching Kay silently bite her lip reminds me of what just happened. The target this time is me. What? Judges are the embodiment of justice. And so we must always be just. But I have lost my way. What? So you know you sound crazy? Question mark. Oh. Why are you still allowed to give out orders? Can we not revoke a judge's judgeship? Like what? The righteous path which I tread has become one of evil. Like, where's Six? Why is Six not giving the orders? Like, well, my position can only be inhabited by one with an infallible sense of justice. Wait, what? Is he looking for a replacement? Question mark? And so, I must be judged and face judgment. Wait, is that why it's 7? Like, are we literally gonna become the new 7? Like, what the hell? What's going on here? What in the hell is this? You're telling me a judge, one of the upper strata, is the target? And they're the one putting a hit on themselves? Yeah, I'm like, how the hell is that allowed to happen? Where are the checks and balances? Like, what kind of insane... You already know the answer to the question you're about to ask, Kay. What? You may know the answer, but you no longer have the privilege. What? A puppet is not entitled to uphold justice. Is that because Kay is a NIKKE? It's nothing So banal as that. Kay has failed us. She has forgotten her mission. She has forsaken the name which was given to her. She has failed time and time again and become little more than a hollow puppet. What's this? A key? Kay vacantly pulls out an old key from her coat. That will tell you about the path you've walked. It will reveal the truth and the facts. It will reveal my beliefs, my will, and my sense of justice. Kay. Who the heck is this guy, Kay? Kay clenches tightly to the old key in her hand, to which there is a tag attached which reads, Top Secret Archive.
What the?
Someone needs to audit the judges.
If I die,
I'm
taking you
telling
all
you.
with me.
A judge putting a hit on themselves, even if they have come to like the conclusion that they're walking the path of evil, like that doesn't sound right. Huh? Lord for Justice. Oh,
I know this song.
we arrive at the Perilous Siege safe house located within the Ark and open the door. A panoply of books, which have clearly been taken from the Forbidden Library, lie scattered around the safe house. Kay doesn't so much as flinch at the sight. It's as if she was expecting it or already knew. Aren't those the records that were missing? I think so. I pick up one of the books. Mission code K53, declassified. Target redacted. Assignment of judgment regarding redacted. Emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation to the Ark. He initially appeared upright and honest, but he is now believed to have become intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow the central government. Refer to attached evidence and conduct further investigation before delivering judgment. For humankind, may justice prevail. This must have been Kay's mission. Mission code D77, declassified. Target, Bright Squad. Assignment, gather intel on Bright Squad. Frequent injuries and mission delays have been reported within the squad. Intel suggests the squad leader could be deliberately sabotaging missions. Infiltrate their ranks, go undercover on a mission to the surface and gather intel. If the squad leader is determined to have been corrupted or otherwise overtaken, pre-authorization for immediate disposal is granted. Is squad leader supposed to be commander or like actual like squad leader Rappi equivalent? Because wouldn't that just be another NIKKE? If not, focus on intelligence gathering. Probably back when NIKKEs led squads without commanders. Yeah, I'm just curious as to like why they have like early orders, I guess. To other, yeah, it like this is a NIKKE kind of thing. I guess like extrinsic deals with the NIKKEs, but specifically abnormal NIKKEs. And this potentially isn't an abnormal, but a potential corruption. And that's why Perilous Siege is doing it? Question mark? Like, it's the fact that Perilous Siege is doing this if the target is a NIKKE. For humankind, may justice prevail. Extrinsic seems to focus on irregulars. This seems more like a traitor than a irregular. Yeah, like that. It makes me curious now. Like, Perilous Siege that I've seen so far has only handled like potential human traitors, human justice, blah blah blah. But will they have the potential capability of dealing with NIKKEs too, if needed? D. No, yeah, I mean corruption in like a... They're working in shady stuff, backdoor, blah, blah, blah. Not like the regular corruption. More and more similar entries appear in the books. Perilous Siege investigates and passes judgment. Seriously deals with known rogues or corrupted NIKKEs. Well, it seemed as though the license to kill was like a big deal again, as like a license to kill humans. But does this license to kill literally is all encompassing? Like, Cadet, I think you should take a look at this. I know I'm like, Liverin? I opened the book. Moran handed over to me. Mission code 7-1. Declassified.
7-1.
Proposal for upholding justice within the Ark and across humanity as a whole. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated.
Were they though?
However, evil is the darker side of the coin, which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted, which can be seen below. 1. Formation of slums. Originally intended for formation of minor criminal organizations and other forms of social instability, but determined to be unnecessary due to the current structure and atmosphere of the arc. Priority downgraded. Only periodic monitoring required. The Outer Rim. 2. Formation of pro-rapture radical group. Nar, what the hell? Were they creating their own pockets of evil for the justice to persist? Like what the, that seems a little counterintuitive. What? Huh? This is why the Raptors have been effing winning this war. We got effing tomfoolery like this going on in the arc. Public awareness of raptures continues to decline. The attached survey suggests this is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter raptures personally. Nah, you just wouldn't understand? No, because they've literally been queenless without a leader for years. Like, they're the most, like, scrambly they've ever been, uncoordinated, and we still haven't been able to do anything of substance because of crap like this. Therefore, pro-rapture radical groups are to receive clandestine support to increase awareness and foment hostility towards raptures from the general populace. Let's see what's next. 3. Conduct surveillance on... on what? Is a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of justice. As such, it is necessary to, through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered, conduct surveillance on them. Is a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of judges. As such, it is necessary to, through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered by Redacted, find a way to prevent Redacted from being an impediment in any way. On July 22nd, 10 recommended a candidate for this plan. She is a skilled hacker operating under the code name. What the hell is happening? Through the means of up-to-date research and indirect discovered, find a way to prevent from being an impediment along the way. And also, you gotta... God. Proposal passed with 6 votes in favor and 3 against, excluding the proposer. 6-0 is the monster we created. I knew she would be. I felt like she would be. Like, they're, again, like it's like kind of in the name, but also like I feel like so many of the effing monsters that end up being such a big problem are like man-made situations. You know? Yeah. 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 I figured 6-0 was somebody who's like seen some effed up stuff. But if she was like literally in the trenches of some of the effed up stuff and saw like this side of stuff, yeah, yeah, yeah. Covert contact underway. I certainly didn't expect that name to show up here. Neither did I. But at least we found a lead. I can finally face the Peony Association again. Aww. Kay? Kay drops the book that she was reading and starts to tremble. Oh no. What are you reading? I'm already reading stuff that has me shook over here. What did you find? Are you okay? No. As I move towards Kay, I catch sight of what was in the book that fell to the floor. 7-1 mid-report. Mission success rate for general agents and NIKKEs is under 50%. The plan itself is sound, but the method is flawed. Therefore, one NIKKE from Perilous Siege will be deployed on Mission 7-1 as a parallel agent. Codename K gladly accepted the mission.
Did she? Did she?
Oh goodness, why he got that model? Like he already couldn't be trusted. Have you reviewed everything? Yes. We have high expectations for you. That means you have a great responsibility. It's to carry out justice, isn't it? I've been doing that all along. I know the weight of this burden. Confidence is good, but it won't be enough. Then what more is needed? Conviction. An unwavering belief that the path you are walking is righteous. There must not be a shred of doubt. Without such conviction, I cannot entrust this mission to you. I thought you were going to say something else. You think I don't have conviction? Do you think I could have done what I've done without it? Yeah? At any rate, I've seen that they are expanding the library, storing even the most minute of details. That's because records are important. Our mission is to establish a universal form of justice. One which all of humanity can share, recognize, and follow. Spare me the linguistic gymnastics and just let me do my thing. I'll show you what justice really is. And I'll do it by any means necessary. Understood. I remember.
So that's what happened. I was just a puppet. Completely hollow inside. I didn't have a clue. All I was doing was dancing to someone else's tune. There's nothing righteous about that. Kay, it's not your fault.
I hope she's generic, because if she isn't, the internet will be if evil, why hot, and I can fix her again. You say that like there aren't some hot generic NPCs. I forgot her name, but Rosanna's right-hand girl model.
The judges erased your memories so they could use you. What difference does that make? What does it change?
Yeah, that's the one.
It doesn't wash my hands of the blood I spilled for no good reason. It doesn't change the fact that everything which I believed was justice instead was evil. Uh-oh.
Moran slams the book she was reading to the floor.
Would you can it already? What? Get over here.
Moran grabs Kay's arm and drags her out.
What the? How come you're so heavy?
Where are you going?
I have something to show you.
What is it?
My interpretation of justice.
Oh? Oh? What's your interpretation here, Moran? Out of all the random people
Don't forget, everyone. This is
that I expected to be this integral of a part in this event, I did not expect Moran, and I'm like not complaining about it whatsoever.
This is child's play.
Don't give up, everyone!
The heaviest Nikke?
Showtime for Noir
At the
and
moment.
Block!
She said that she has a heavier body for the mission.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Moran ends up taking us to Fog Hollow. Ooh. Huh? Moran? Didn't I tell you to take it easy? What are you doing here?
I'm just stopping by.
After a brief chat with Moran, Jin leaves and Moran turns to us.
Here, look.
Look at what?
That.
Moran points at the villagers working in tandem with members of the Peony Association to rebuild the town.
I still don't get what your point is. Get a good look? All right, on to the next place.
Moran once again grasps Kay. This time, she drags her to a small hill overlooking Fog Hollow.
Look here too.
Moran points to what appear to be dozens of graves.
Oh. Tell me when you've gotten a good eyeful, then I can start talking again. What is it that you want to say?
Moran doesn't answer, and instead picks up a bottle of alcohol placed in front of a grave. She slowly weaves her way through the cemetery, pouring a bit of the liquor over each grave. Did you see that? All right, then I'll start. This is my definition of righteousness. What? You should know. Oh, right. Maybe you don't, because your memory was erased. Moran trying to have a cool moment. Anyway, this is what I consider righteous. No, I remember. Less than 10% of the original residents here survived. Less than 10. What are you talking about? They're not dead. What? Kay stares at the graves, bemused. They're alive in here. Moran points to her own chest. Gotcha. Everything comes at a cost. When something is rotten, it has to be pulled out by the root. These things are true, but even so, that doesn't mean you can cut people out of your life and act as if they never existed. That's not how it works. I was wondering when you'd finally get to the point. Also, just a little nod to the people who were during the dirty backyard, who were like, well, she's an underworld queen. She's used to having to make this decision and kill people often and blah 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 blah. Like, okay, and that doesn't mean that she doesn't carry their deaths. And now she's literally like, I carry them with me right here in my booba. You call that righteousness? I call it hypocrisy. I wouldn't know anything about that. Uh-huh. It hurts my head to think about it. But I don't regret it. Not one bit. She's too dumb to be a hypocrite. Stop. Destroying this village was something I had to do. And now I carry those people in my heart. It was something that I had to do as a human being. We must fix what is wrong. Or rather, we can fix it. If you step down the wrong path, you can always turn back around. If something is unjust, then you make it right. If we keep doing that, then I believe that will make this world a better place to live in. I really like how her logic honestly tracks pretty closely to D. But like, it feels like one of those things where it's one thing if D tries to tell her this information, it's another when someone like Moran tries to tell her this information. You know? To me, that is what justice means. Oh, there she is. I'm not sure if I know what being okay feels like. My life's been hard and always will be. It's heavy. But I'm holding up. I believe that I'm doing the right thing. I believe that I'm making this world a better place. It's what makes me able to endure it. It's okay. Well, I've said my piece. I'll go and help the others with the repairs. Thanks, Moran. We're very grateful. Not as grateful as I am to you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known what to do next. Anyway, let me know once things are settled. I'll continue my investigation.
Did you learn anything, Kay?
What do you think of what Moran said? Hearing footsteps behind me, I turn, thinking that Moran had come back. Did you leave something but... Uh-huh. It's time. Pass your judgment. What? Yes, it is me, 7. The evil which you must judge. This guy really just walked up right to us. Like, hello? 7 frowns at K. You're breaking down faster this time. Excuse me? Are you the one who erased Kay's memory and used her? Yes, I am the one who erased her memories. I gave the order and granted her plea. What do you mean? I'm afraid you've been mistaken all this time. It wasn't me or anyone else who chose to erase Kay's memories. It was her own decision. Becoming an agent of justice. Becoming a puppet under our control. Erasing her memories. It was all Kay's own choice. And this time, she even tried to eliminate herself. Of course, an agent of justice cannot be undone by a weapon crafted to uphold justice. Even if that agent is a pathetically faulty instrument. So, that wound before. Neither a pawn nor an agent of justice is permitted to take their own life. That's right, Kay. Your life is no longer your own. Hey, yo, does D know about this? Cause, like, that was part of her plan. If she ever took a life that didn't deserve it. Hello? How many shots did she effing shoot? Why do you think D told us to help her? I'm confused. Told us to help her with what? You have relinquished control over even that. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. You asked if D knew what was happening? No, not this situation. I'm talking about the fact that the agent of justice deal can't take their own lives. Because in License to Kill, they were like, what happens if you ever find out that you killed someone who didn't deserve it? And she was like, then I'll do what needs to be done to myself to make up for it. Like, I'm just curious if it extends to both of them in that regard. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. The puppet show ends here. I must say, it made for an excellent prelude to the final judgment. And now then, are you ready? No, I'm not. I'm still kind of slightly confused. You have already seen the truth. How the once glorious instrument of justice fell and sank into the mire, only to be tainted and become evil. All of the pieces are arranged on the chessboard. All that remains is for you to decide. So, for the cause, and to choose the new king, pass your judgment. New king? My phone abruptly starts ringing, startling me. Seven, however, looks at me unaffected, as if he had been expecting it. As I pick up, I hear a man's voice on the other end. Hurry up and decide. The stage is set, and the conditions are already met. What the hell? We may have skipped a few steps along the way, but the end result is the same as it has always been. Now, make your choice. Who are you? Oh, goodness me. I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgive me. Oh, is this the old guy? It happens once you reach a certain age. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's see. If I were in your position... What is this little screen? I'd have you call me Ted. Don't... I'd have you call me X. Now, getting back to what we were discussing. I'm sure you're used to situations like this by now. Choose. In the name of justice, deliver your judgment to the one before you, whom you deem unrighteous. I refuse. Oh, and why is that? This time will be different. I won't get involved in this ridiculous political game. That's the other thing that was like low-key irking me. Like from the second half of this event onward was how like, hold on, I didn't sign up to be an effing stage puppet either. Like, the hell? A political game, huh? I suppose that's not entirely incorrect. Very well then. Allow me to help you come to a decision. As soon as 10 is finished speaking, Seven pulls out a handgun from his coat and aims it at K. Small word of caution. Don't think for a second that I'm bluffing. It's a master's duty to be willing to put down a mad dog, which would go wild at any moment. You know, like, I'm like reaching the point to where, like, can we like not clear the judges out? Like, I don't like any of them after this. I wasn't sure about the judges all the way from License to Kill, but like by the time I get to this point, like, I don't like them either. Y'all hoes are as shady as the central government. Like, what? Why are y'all in charge? Like, who? I don't know. No. I believe the underworld queens had it pretty solidly described in characterizing who the heck these people are. I don't know. Just what? All of this just goes under the freaking throw the whole arc away list. I'm tired of it. You son of a. Kay stares emotionlessly at the gun pointed at her. Now, it's time to make a decision. Also, what I do find a little bit funny, not gonna lie about all this. I mentioned this, I think, during License to Kill, where I feel like the commanders, I don't know, like his care meter is definitely higher towards Nikke's versus like other humans. And so it's one thing to be like, you need to put judgment on like this judge, blah, 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 blah. But like the moment you like dragged Kay into this with having her feel these like feelings and like putting her in like this messed up situation and blah, 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 whether she did it like herself or not, like that, like to me is an automatic like trigger for the commander's bleeding heart towards Nikke's. Like, that's like an automatic trigger to like easily like touch his rage button. So, what's it going to be? Which one of the unjust will you judge? Kill 7, rescue K. How do we rescue? Huh? What? This is like a who's faster? Me trying to rescue her or him pulling the trigger? Like, hello? What? Like, what? Like, I want to rescue her. But am I effing gonna get to her in time versus just shooting him to rescue her? Or does killing him imply that like I'm not wanting to rescue her? Isn't it the same? I don't know. This event has me so effing confused. I'm like, I don't like, well, is he not gonna shoot faster? You know what? I don't. For the sake of a righteous judgment. 7 lowers his weapon and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself and pulls the trigger. I'm so done with everything. I'm so over it. Hello. If the ending that we wanted, or the ending that they wanted, was for him to like get got, why the hell am I here? If you were gonna do it anyway. In fairness, you're 2 hours in. I really don't think it's a matter of I really don't think the stream time correlates with my understanding of this event. I'm gonna be so for real. I was cooking up all kinds of stuff, freaking 10 hours into Red Ash and Overzone and HSR and all kinds of stuff. So this one just, I don't know what it is about this event that's just not with the brain going in loops. And I'm not gonna call it a dud. Like, you don't put words in my mouth in that regard. I don't think the event's a dud. I don't think the event's an L or whatever. It's more of an acknowledgement that my understanding of it just is not hitting. And maybe if I actually understood more things, like of what was going on, it would be different, but I don't know.
This is insane. A splendid choice. Or perhaps...
I think it was a little rough in the writing. I feel like low-key, the writing's very rough. Like, I don't know if it's they try to touch on multiple things between 6-0 and the judges and like I don't know.
I should call you 7.
Damn, they really said, get rid of this guy. You're gonna be 7 no matter what you want. no matter how you feel about it, you're going to be 7. It's written in the cards.
What?
Also, I already told y'all how I feel about the 10 hours thing. I don't think it's the 10 hours thing.
A job opening just came up. In light of the judgments you've made up until now, we have decided to offer you 7's position.
Huh? You didn't see that coming, number 7? Like,
There's something strange in 10's voice, which makes me feel uneasy, although I can't quite figure out why. You're standing at another fork in the road. Accept or decline. A binary decision. But is it really? People often delude themselves into thinking that they've made a choice. In most situations, however, everything is already predetermined, including the options available to them.
you giving me this little monologue in the 3rd event of this little saga full of choices and being like, you didn't really have a choice.
People simply trick themselves into believing there's an alternative. all decisions by the judges are made by vote. Freedom of choice is an illusion, always has been. Don't get the wrong idea. It's true that we did manipulate you. You know what? Points for the honesty. If you tried to gaslight me with that, I would've been like, what, excuse me? But at least you're upright with it. We did do that. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss for you. Some food for thought, don't you think? We manipulated you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're holding the L. I've recently come to know one of the judges better. I understand how confusing, even frustrating, this must be. Nevertheless, set aside your youthful bluster for the moment. Maybe we need to freaking take some political lessons with Dorothy. I don't know. We're not built for these games, apparently. Suppress your emotions and think rationally about which path benefits you the most. That is the only way you can achieve your goal. I promise you. Can I ask something? By all means. The decision to have me join the judges, was it unanimous? I'm fairly certain I know at least one member who would be opposed to it. Aren't all decisions made by the judges supposed to be unanimous? Is that what our confirmation is supposed to be? That she's at least one of them? Tin remains silent for so long that I begin to think he has hung up. But then he lets out a deep sigh. I knew it. I was too impatient. I figured that slight nudging and persuasion would be insufficient. At some point, Tin's voice has changed and now resembles that of the friendly elderly man next door. The hell it does! Excuse me? Allow me to make a correction, first and foremost. This guy's a menace. Unanimity isn't always mandatory for us to make the decisions. Sometimes majority votes are sufficient. A single person can even push a resolution through, albeit at a great political risk. What the hell? What do you mean a single person can push a resolution through? Then what the hell is the rest of you for? What's the vote for at that point? And to that end, I must admit, this was a decision that I made on my own. Who the hell are you? But as you can see, it failed miserably. So I will have to lay low for a while. Hey yo, tell that to Seven from the afterlife. What do you mean? I know what you're thinking. Why is he confessing all of this to me? The moment doubt rears its ugly head, It's already over, and it's simply a matter of time until the truth is uncovered. Also, I adore how during this entire interaction, we just have Kay's shocked face. Like, the hell is any of this? And it's like, me too, Kay, me too. Like with Kay, what do you possibly have to gain by roping me in with the judges? They know that we're the cool kid, and so they want us at their table. A formidable successor whom I can entrust the future to. What? Have you not been listening to me? I don't have much time left, but the Ark is still in dire need of justice. I thought I was Seven's successor. Ooh. I must impart my knowledge to a successor while I still can. However, in attempting to do so, I have been dealt a fatal blow. What a disaster. You say that, but you seem quite happy. Of course I am. My successor has grown up splendidly without me having to teach him anything. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you're just gonna freaking snatch all of Johan's hard work like that. Huh? While we're on the subject, you should consider having a child at some... Ain't no way this old man's like, and you should have a kid while you're at it. Leave me the hell alone! Oh, I'm so tired of the judges! What? No, I don't want to, just because I know you wanted. Like, excuse me? After retirement, doting on grandchildren is all we old folks have left. Grandchildren? Ooh, who said this would be your effing grandchild? Who are you? Even if I did have a kid, like, I don't want him going anywhere near you. What? There I go again, saying too much. These kinds of things happen when you get old. I hope you understand. We admire young folks and feel proud of them. But we also envy them. It's the fact that the commander is he just stopped talking. Commander's just full of ellipses now. Like, this, what? So, don't test my patience too much. I can't keep this position empty forever. Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you. Think of it as a tribute to the victor. What is it? I leave Kay's fate in your hands. Kill her, erase her memory, make her a slave, ignore her. The choice is entirely up to you. Burn it down. Burn the entire arc down. I'm so tired of all of it. The call ends. I gaze at Kay, who is looking at me with sunken eyes. I don't I don't understand. Did she get kicked out? Did she get fired from Perilous Siege? Like, do we have another Anne situation of like, well, guess you're part of our squad now.
Let's see who racks up more kills.
If he wants you to have kids, time to visit Cecil. It's funny that y'all are like immediately take the opportunity to have the kids just to have the like just to do the act of trying to have the kids, and I'm like on the entirely opposite end of the spectrum where I don't want to have a single damn kid as long as this effer's alive. Like, just because he wants me to have a kid, I don't want to go anywhere near that. Like, no, I refuse. I absolutely refuse.
Erase my memory. What? Or kill me. Most of that stuff Tin said was complete nonsense. But there was an element of truth to some of it. Asking me to erase your memory is the same as asking me to kill you. I can't make that kind of decision. That's not who I am.
Shift up, you're so stupid. I refuse to choose.
Kay, you're not a puppet. You saw those records. I'm a bad person by anyone's measurement. All of those deranged orders from Seven, I obsessed over how to carry them out more efficiently. I claim to be making my own judgments, completely unaware that the outcome was already decided. And you carried them out flawlessly. Despite all of that, you never gave up on life. What? Erasing your memory may be close to dying, but it's not exactly the same. Why is it that you chose to have your memories erased instead of being killed? You want to know my theory? I think you wanted to fix things somehow. You were in too much pain and couldn't bear it, so you erased your memories. But even then, you couldn't run. You still wanted to restore justice with your own hands. In life, we're faced with many imbalances. We pile on additional weight and remove others, attempting to balance the scales. But there is no such thing as perfect equilibrium.
Yeah, I was like, so choosing not to kill him was canon ending for that one.
Rather than trying too hard to make everything balanced, in times like that, I tilt my head, and then everything looks in order. It's a way to get by and keep living. I'm going. See you later. Tilt your head and compromise.
Oh,
The thorns on Kay's gun spark ominously. There's no lasting damage, just pure pain.
perfect for extracting the truth. The methods used must be clean. There you go again. You're gonna be up all night. Remember, clean methods make for a clean resolution. All right. Stop going on about clean this and clean that. I'll do things my way. Even if the means were immoral. Even if you did not act righteously, you still wanted to restore justice. There's more to it than that. I'm a villain, a bloodthirsty, vicious villain. What right do I have to talk about justice? You're on the right path as we speak. What? Moran is a just person. Is she a perfect person? No. She's not without her flaws. But if you were to place her up on the scales, they would certainly tip towards the side that's just. Even if others call her a criminal, and despite what occurred in Fog Hollow, she is still a righteous person. That's because she keeps striving to uphold what she feels is right. Up until now, you've left all the decision-making up to me. Now it's time for you to decide, Kay. So what's it gonna be? What's your decision? My decision is... Kay grits her teeth and slowly lifts her head. I really can't stand this. Twisting and smashing words together, and to try and force meanings, even when it makes no sense. Talking like you know everything when you don't have a clue. I tried to kill myself for goodness sake. I'm too far gone. This is why I don't like humans. You don't like humans? No. At least, not before. Right. I love how the commander just doesn't have any actual choices anymore. Doesn't seem like much has changed. You're right. Nothing has changed. And that's a bad thing. So, it's time we change that. Starting now. I'll help. You? How? I'll have to think about it. Commander. Commander, you really do just offer your services for anything and everything, and you're like, how, fool? How? I don't know, actually. Kay, looking more at ease, picks the gun up from the floor. Okay, show me then. Let me see for myself. Show me what righteousness is to you. And the road for justice I'm meant to follow. Road for justice begin? Hello. So you couldn't bear the weight of the crown. I knew from the beginning that it would be too much for you. If you'd known that from the start, you should have told me. Besides, I haven't removed it. I've only let someone borrow it for a while. Someone willing to carry it in my stead. I've got a pretty good idea who it is. But still, that is very much your way of doing things. Right. Instead of balancing the scales, I tilt my head.
I love that. Not K low-key coming to the same realizations as me at the beginning of the stream. I was like, you know what? I am not built for this. I'm not that kind of person.
You got a problem with that? Not really. Not right now. What matters is whether there is conviction behind your actions. Please, like you're so perfect. So, what happened to your mission? Weren't you investigating that cult?
Oh.
I'm something of a free agent now. So, I decided to come and help out. A free agent? Yeah. I'm giving this whole vigilante thing a try. He said that he'd bear all responsibility and that I could do whatever I wanted. He said he trusts me. The commander sure is a funny guy. Dee does not answer and taps at her phone. In Kay's pocket, her phone vibrates with a notification. Investigation data. Committed to memory. I guess it hasn't properly started yet. We need to be especially cautious with this mission. Right. They did say they would leave my fate to him. But I'm still not convinced that they'll let me walk away from this. You can still opt out of this if you want. What's gotten into you? Let's go already. We have to make a righteous judgment. What are you looking at?
Blush.
Arcana was telling me all this stuff about self-suggestion. And it's supposed to be effective, so I'm giving it a try.
Wait, did she actually go back to get Arcana's advice? I love that for her.
You've changed. Yeah? The commander said nothing changed. Well, I guess I did. Humans change. The same must go for Nikkes, who used to be human. I used to hate that. But I've decided not to let it get to me. Not anymore. Dee turns around and walks away with a word. Without a word. Kay follows. So, Where do we start? We need to find someone. What's the name?
Oh, that's a sticky note. That's a new name if I've ever heard one. Okay, we're good. De Pata? Who the heck is that?
An old man reclines in a luxurious armchair, sipping from a glass. Speak. A male voice flows from the antique headset the old man holds. Already finished? Then what's the agenda for next Monday? Take it easy. Everyone stumbles in the beginning. So, you understand everything that's happened thus far? Are you referring to what Seven was handling? You're mistaken. That's been out of our hands for some time. It's already out of our control. I admire your passion that you want to succeed again. But remember, they are simply tools. It does not matter whether they succeed or fail. They simply need to exist. That's all. If you understand that, then you can get to work. There have been some complications, so you'll need to work that much harder. It's been a long time since I heard someone recite slogans by rote. Certainly not since Seven or automated voice systems. Such a rare trait to find in a young person these days. Tin pauses as he reaches again for his glass. The more I think about it, the more I like it. For the sake of a righteous judgment. Lord for justice in.
How I think that's where like a part of my big befuddlement with this event is how like it's not the whys or like the what's going on per se, but like the how things are happening is where my brain keeps like hamster wheeling, because like they didn't really care for that. This was not like a how kind of event. This was like this is what's happening, and this is like the result of things happening, but they didn't really get into like the nitty-gritties of like how stuff was happening. And I think that's what kept bothering me, because I'm just like, I need the in-between for clarification. Like, I don't. This felt like a weird episodic, like different parts of the story in different spots. I don't know.